If you work in quality control at a candy factory, you know strict safety regulations come with the job. It's why you partner with Grainger. Grainger helps you find the high-quality and compliant products your business needs to inspect, detect, and help correct issues. And the sweetest part is, everyone gets a product that's as safe to eat as it is delicious. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Welcome to a bonus episode of On the Verge, where we are releasing our first weekly minor league roundup podcast here on the main feed for everyone to enjoy and get a sense of a patron exclusive perk that we're going to offer for the 2025 season. You can sign up to become a patron now. We have multiple tiers available, which you can sign up on a monthly or yearly plan. And right now we are offering 25% off either your first month or 25% off for the full year if you choose an annual subscription. You get access to patron-only channels in our Discord, ad-free episodes year-round, our updated top 50 Orioles prospect list each month with a bonus episode where the three of us get together and discuss our changes on that list. You also get a bonus episode every Monday, which is what you're going to hear today. Every Monday, one of us, either myself, Zach, or Bob, will review the entire previous week's worth of minor league games, using this as an opportunity to discuss the important storylines and performances from the previous week that you need to know. The link to our Patreon page is in the episode description. Take advantage of our 25% discount now. Sign up for a full year and get access to bonus prospect coverage for the entire 2025 season. Plus, if you sign up for a full year, you will also get our initial 2026 top 50 prospect list and access to each individual episode we will do on each of the top 50 prospects. It is a fun way to get through the January and February cold months with fun Orioles content during the depths of winter as you wait for pitchers and catchers reporting. We look forward to you becoming a patron and joining the community.
If your job at a healthcare facility includes disinfecting against viruses, you know prevention is the best medicine, and maintaining healthy spaces starts with a healthy cleaning routine. Grainger's world-class supply chain helps ensure you have the quality products you need when you need them, from disinfectants and cleaning supplies to personal protective equipment, so you can help deliver a clean bill of health. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hello, patrons, and welcome to our first weekly minor league recap episode of the 2025 season. This is going to replace the daily recaps we've done for the last 4 years. Families are growing, kids are getting older, life is becoming more hectic, and even with the three of us tackling this, the daily stuff, while fun at times, we decided to turn this into a bonus episode each Monday. And you'll get either myself, Zach, or Bob recapping the previous week's minor league prospect action from Norfolk down to the Dominican Summer League and everywhere in between. And we're going to take the top storylines and top performances we think you need to know, and using this to kind of zoom out a bit, take a week-by-week look at prospect performances, dive a bit deeper into a handful of performances of importance, instead of going through the minute Anthony Servideo 0 for 3 with a walk. No one cares, right? So we're going to take the deeper storylines that matter and talk about them a little bit more in a little bit more detail. If you have any feedback about these episodes, please don't hesitate. Reach out to us in the episode discussion channel in Discord. There's really no firm set in stone outline for how these episodes are going to go. My vision for this was, when in making this switch, was just being able to go deeper on more important topics and allow the three of us to kind of run with it how we please each week as far as the minute details of each episode are concerned. But the overarching theme being, here are the important things that happened down on the farm last week, and why are they important, allowing us to talk about storylines and performances we may not have time for in our main weekly episode, but you guys get some of this information as a bonus patron perk. So let's start off this first weekly recap episode by looking at what the Norfolk Tides did. They opened up a 3-game set at home against the Durham Bulls. Just 3 games. And the first 3 games of the season, so no hard takeaways from opening weekend. But I do have 5 things that you need to know from Norfolk's opening 3-game set against Durham. There's no specific order here, but let's start with number 1, and that is Sunday starter Brandon Young. Young's final line in his first start of the year: 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. 6 of the 7 hits were singles, just 1 double. He averaged 94 miles per hour with a fastball, touched 96.1, and did that on a swinging strikeout of Eloy Jimenez, old friend of Birdland. Young was getting 6.5 feet of extension, near 19 inches of induced vertical break. The pitch played very well at the top of the zone, and if he's going to get his fastball back to where it was in AA, it's going to work very well in the big leagues. The changeup, cutter, and curveball all showed a 102 stuff plus on Sunday afternoon. The fastball was at just a 94 stuff plus, but he was still able to produce 4 whiffs and a 36% call strike plus whiff percentage. Again, ideally you like to be above 30% there. And best of all, he has all of the success while pounding the strike zone. He's not a nibbler. He's not trying to get you to chase junk. He throws his stuff in the zone and dares you to hit it. It was a fantastic first start, and that's comforting because the Orioles will need him to step up in the rotation at some point, so he's going to need to keep stacking outings like this. Hopefully Charlie Morton can find the curveball quickly. Hopefully Sugano learns how to hydrate very quickly before summer really starts to settle in. And this rotation can be enough for a while. But when they eventually need Brandon Young, his first start here was a great first step in being confident that he will be an asset for this organization down the line. Number 2, Kobe Mayo. Kobe Mayo was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts on opening day. He was 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout on Saturday, but then exploded on Sunday afternoon, going 3 for 5 with a home run, 2 RBI, no walks, and no strikeouts. The home run, 102 miles per hour, 404 feet. He had 3 hard hit balls on Sunday, with a 4th batted ball being hit at 94.9 miles per hour. So let's just count that and say 4 hard hit balls. We can round 94.9 up to 95. Either way, an impressive day at the plate. Defensively, over the weekend, he played 1 game at third base. Wasn't really challenged, no errors, no issues. Played 2 games over at first base. I don't know what the future holds for Mayo at this point. Maybe the hope is, from the organization's standpoint, Mountcastle is going to be moved and Mayo takes over first base. Maybe Mayo is moved as part of a trade. Right now, all he can do is mash his way through Norfolk yet again and force the Orioles to give him a second chance. I already know every Mayo at bat is going to be scrutinized, and after 2 bad games to start the year, I already saw the comments. But Mayo showed up on Sunday, and he showed that he's still the same Kobe Mayo we all fell in love with. His hardest hit ball of the day on Sunday was a 113 mile per hour lineout. It was the hardest hit ball in all of AAA on Sunday, which means Orioles prospects have had the hardest hit balls in AAA for 2 of the 3 first days of the season. On opening night, Samuel Basayo had a 115.1 mile per hour lineout right to the second baseman, and that led all of AAA. So good day for Kobe Mayo. Number 3, I'm going to lump all these names in together. The Saturday pitchers. Raul Alcantara got the start, and it was a roller coaster, but a fun roller coaster. I've been very high on Raul Alcantara since the Orioles signed him to a minor league deal this offseason, and he impressed me on Saturday. He was a starter in the Mariners system 2 years ago in high A. It didn't go great. They moved him up to AA last year and also moved him to the bullpen, where he was much better. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that the Orioles are, at least appear to be, trying to stretch him out again. His line on Saturday, he went 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit, no earned runs. He did walk 4, but he struck out 7. The pitch mix, according to StatCast, was 64% slider with a sinker that averaged 93 miles per hour. He can hit 97, 98, but that was out of relief last season. Clearly, he's taming that back a little bit here as they're trying to stretch him out as a starter. He got 8 whiffs on the slider, a combined 38% call strike plus whiff percentage. I was hoping the metrics would be a bit more impressive. The stuff plus on the slider was 100. The sinker was just 94 and 95, so the metrics weren't eye-popping, and clearly there are some control issues here, but the slider was a quality pitch, and the 7 strikeouts against a good Durham lineup were impressive. So I'm even more intrigued by Alcantara and see what do they do with this pitch mix? Do they add anything to take him from a 2-pitch pitcher to a 3 or 4-pitch pitcher even? Of course, at least having a third offering would be helpful if they expect him to start at a higher level, but still a very good first impression. Justin Armbruster came in relief and went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 4 hits, but no earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. He did have some iffy control at times, and the fastball location was not ideal, too much middle of the plate for my liking, but the fastball did have a 111 stuff plus rating. He had a 33% call strike plus whiff percentage. His fastball had a 106 stuff plus rating last year, so it's just one short outing, but certainly a promising sign there. I still think if the Orioles can take his 5 or 6 pitch mix and turn it into a 2-3 pitch mix and let him work as a reliever, he could potentially make more noise out of the bullpen. But I also think the Orioles like having him as this option to go out and throw 5-6 innings per start if they really, really need him. And lastly, Carlos Tavera. Carlos Tavera tossed 1 1/3 scoreless innings, giving up just 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. His overall repertoire, a 108 stuff plus. That's the reason why over the last 2+ years, I say I'm giving up on him, but I truly never do. I truly never can. It's not a bit. The stuff is truly very, very good. Maybe this is the year that the Orioles say, you are a 1-inning guy. Throw that elite changeup, pump your upper 90s fastball. Let's see how you do out of the bullpen. But pure stuff-wise, it's hard to find better pure stuff in AAA right now on this roster. But overall, a fantastic night for Alcantara, Armbruster, and Carlos Tavera, considering opening night against a good Durham lineup. Number 4, let's talk about Samuel Basallo real quick. No injury concern here. He won't be catching for a while because of his injury, but the bat is not going to be impacted. As I mentioned earlier, his 115.1 mile per hour lineout was the hardest hit ball in all of AAA. Second among major leaguers that night, Corbin Carroll just had him beat out at 115.7 miles per hour. No one could touch Ian Seymour on Friday night, and that's why I wanted Seymour desperately in the Rule 5 draft a couple years ago, but every team passed and Tampa Bay got to keep their gem. But Basallo was 0 for 4 with a strikeout in that game against Seymour. Saturday, he goes 1 for 4 with a home run, which looked like it was going to be a routine fly ball, but it just kept carrying, found the picnic area in left field at Harbor Park, and so an opposite field home run for his first home run in 2025. He did not start on Sunday, but he had a pinch hit appearance late in the game where he drew a walk. So maybe this is just me, but even though the Orioles said Basallo was good enough to hit and just not catch to start the year, I still had this concern of this injury is going to impact him in some way. There's going to be a slow start with the bat. Combine that with his adjustment period he had at the end of 2024 season in AAA. And it's not going to lead to people questioning Basallo. It's not going to lead to people being like, oh, maybe we should try to trade him now. But it would just extend the inevitable of seeing Samuel Basallo reach the major leagues mashing. It's just 2 games, so a very small sample size. But based on what I saw this weekend, that small concern I had is quickly disappearing. And again, even if he's not going to be catching for a while, I still think at the end of the day, as far as 2025 season is concerned, it's the bat that's going to play. It's the bat that everyone is going to dream on. And it's the bat that should make an impact in the major leagues at some point this season. And last but not least, let's end this with a veteran, not really a prospect, but we just have AAA to look at. So we're going to talk about Dylan Carlson as the 5th thing you need to know from opening weekend down in Norfolk. The 26-year-old former first-round pick showcased how good he could be back in 2021, his first full year in the big leagues, had 18 home runs, 31 doubles, but he's been plagued by injuries and poor play since then. But he had a big spring training with the Orioles. He hit .321. He had an OPS over 1,000, 12 walks, just 3 strikeouts. Really solid play from Dylan Carlson. He played in 2 games this weekend, one in left field, one in center field. He got things going on Friday night with a solo home run, and overall he was 3 for 7 with a home run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and a stolen base. I don't have any delusions of Carlson returning to his 2021 form, but I do think when needed, Carlson is going to be an asset to this team. I had Carlson noted here for this episode before Sunday's Orioles game, and while I think Carlson can help this team, I'm hoping he won't be called upon already with the Colton Cowser thumb injury that he suffered while stupidly sliding into first base on Sunday. But regardless, the Orioles have done a good job of upgrading this roster spot over the years. We used to sit here and try to find the positives in a Mason Williams as the Norfolk center fielder / emergency depth option. Now we're looking at what seems to be a much improved Dylan Carlson, someone who can truly make an impact at the major league level if called upon. We are talking about the fringes of the roster here, but that's still a role that can impact the major league team. So shout out to Dylan Carlson for a noteworthy opening weekend down in Norfolk. And that will do it for this premiere weekly wrap-up show. Hope you enjoyed this format and the deeper thoughts compared to the dailies. Bob or Zach will have you covered next Monday, where we will have a full week of Norfolk games plus 3 game sets from the Bay Sox, the Ironbirds, and the Shorebirds. In the meantime, join us Tuesday night, where we will talk about opening weekend for the Major League squad and hopefully, as long as Mike Elias cooperates, have break camp rosters to talk about for the other 3 affiliates. We'll see you all then. In the meantime, have a great Monday.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.